Hello, and welcome to this video. Yes, I know it has been a long time since I've last done an album review, which was probably several months ago. I am sorry. I was in the process of moving. Stuff still hasn't arrived yet, but it will soon. Okay, now on to the video. Today we'll be reviewing Drive-By Lullabies by Osquinn. Now, I have been a fan of Quinn since, summer of 2020, when one of her songs unintentionally appeared in my daily mix, which was I Don't Want That Many Friends in the First Place. Great song. And during her singles era, so I've been really looking forward to a Quinn album for a pretty long time now. And now that it's actually here, I'm giving you guys my thoughts and opinions on it, and did it really live up to my expectations of what I want it to be like. So, it's got a multitude of tracks, I think 13 or 14. I haven't fully checked yet. But I've listened to it a good amount of times to try to give out a well-thought opinion on it. So it got the opener, The World Is Ending Soon. It, of course, opens up with Abrasion, sort of like Quinn's somewhat more recent style. And it's quite interesting. It gives a sense of progression because of the syncopated melodies towards when the vocals come in the song, and it's pretty short. It just makes me anticipate the rest of the album, which it did pretty well. And the sound, I think, of this entire album just gives personality with its experimental instrumentals, and also just a sense of nostalgia despite it releasing really recently. The next track is From Paris with Love, and it has such a cool use of synths and expressive vocals through emotion and auto-tune. I'm not saying auto-tune is bad, that's a whole nother can of worms of debate. And then I'd say the use of drums in Can You Really Blame Me for How I React sounds kind of like indie rock, and then just melancholic with the repetitive lyric of if you want to try, you can go again. Almost just feels like you can just lay in your bed, stare at the ceiling, and just question life. That type of vibe. Overall, the first 4 tracks feel like they have a similar theme of sorts, with experimental noise, expressive vocals, and dark lyrics. And I think that's a interesting opener towards the album. And then there's Birthday Girl. It's this transitional interlude in a way, and it just impacts you in a simple way with just inaudible arguing and ambient piano. It grounds the atmosphere of the album, ending with a voice about depression, which just was captivating and just really sad. Then it transitions to Silly, which is the use of the chimes on the beat. It just gave a childlike feeling, and it felt really lulling to me. And then the abrupt transition to Perfect Imperfection pretty much threw me off because it's really different from Silly with its instrumentation. And then overall, the next 3 tracks after Birthday Girl, it sort of sounds like it's overcoming a sense of darkness after just by its use of instrumentation, and after the Birthday Girl song. And I also like the sounds and melodies of those next 3 tracks, especially Mallgrabber P. And I'd say 12, 25, 18 is one of the standout tracks. It's Quinn improvising over a repeated sample, showing her rap skills in a pretty cool way. And while the ending tracks, short, were pretty epic. Quinn's debut was pretty promising. It was a bit too messy for my liking, and the journey felt a little all over the place, but it kept me grounded with anchoring tracks along the way. Overall, I'm gonna give this around a 8 out of 10.